Hi, welcome. I'm just going to do a really quick introduction to EFT tapping workshop. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. You get emotional freedom by using these techniques of tapping. And I'm going to go through all the points with you. I just wanted to do a quick analogy explaining what EFT does for your nervous system. So imagine this is your nervous system, this balloon, and we're going to fill it up with all of life's stresses. I think we've got a bit more stress than that. Your nervous system is getting more and more pressure filled in, and it's going to reach capacity. And what happens when it gets at capacity? And the very last trigger comes. That last thing that breaks the camel's back. You ready? Bang. That's how we feel. Explosion, stress. Because it's just too much. We were at capacity. Now, what we need to do is intervene before we get to that capacity point. This is our nervous system. It's still getting full of stress. We're not perfect. It's getting really full again because we're human. We get stressed out. But you know what EFT tapping can do for you? Tapping on these points literally sends calming signals to your brain. So we get to let some of that stress out more and more. But we're not perfect. Of course, there's still going to be a bit of stress. But do you know what then happens? It doesn't pop because you're not at capacity. You've still got some stress in there, but you're not at capacity. Let's take you through how to tap. Number 1, we identify the feeling. What emotion are you feeling? Is it stress, anger, nervousness? What is it that you're feeling? And where in your body do you feel it? Is it in your head, in your shoulders, your chest, anywhere, all over your body? And any description you can give to this emotion, the better it is to work with. So, for example, I'm going to choose the feeling of nervousness with filming this video. And I'm going to say I feel it in my chest. Yep, it's there in my chest. And maybe it's an orange colour. It's a bit wobbly, a bit squishy. So the more description you can give to it, the better. There's no right or wrong. It doesn't matter. It's whatever pops into your head can be your description. Don't overthink it. So that orange, squashy nervousness feeling in my chest, that's what I'm going to work with today. And I'd say the intensity of it from 1 to 10, 10 being the most intense ever, I'd say it's about a 4 for me. So that is number 1. Number 2 is doing your setup statement. So we've got the side of your hand here, the karate chop. This is where we start with. So we tap on the side of the hand here, your karate chop. And you can use as many fingers as you want. You can use either side. It doesn't matter. And we are going to say, even though I feel this, whatever emotion you're feeling. So for me, it's nervousness. Even though I feel this nervousness, I choose to accept myself. So it's a balancer statement. We're saying, even though I feel this, it's okay. And it's up to you what kind of wording you would like to use. You could say, even though I feel this nervousness, I feel okay. Or you can say, I choose to accept myself. You can say, I choose to love myself. However you want to word it, just as long as it's a positive. It's balancing out the emotion. So, even though I feel this nervousness, I choose to accept myself. And we do this 3 times on the side of the hand. Even though I feel this nervousness, I choose to accept myself. Even though I feel this orange nervousness, I choose to accept myself. So again, the more description you can give, the better. And then we start the round. Number 3, we tap all the points. So starting at the top of the head is that crown there. Don't worry exactly getting an exact point. It's however, roughly in this spot. Again, either hand, both hands if you want. And we start here. This nervousness. And then we move to the eyebrow here. This nervousness. And then we move here to the temple, the side of the eye. This nervousness I feel in my body. And then we go underneath the eye. This nervousness I feel in my body. underneath the nose. This nervousness, you can go back to the description, this orange nervousness. I feel it about a 4. I feel it in my chest. And on the chin, this nervousness I feel. And the chest, so it's just, well, it's not the collarbone. So you can go all the way along. That's what I kind of like to do. You can pick one point and stay there. You can do 2 hands, you can do 1 hand, up to you. I kind of just like to cover it all. This nervousness. And then we go underneath the arm here. You can go either side. You can use 2 hands if you want. This nervousness. And then we move to the wrist. This is optional. You can just stay in the face area and add from then on. I find it's very helpful to do the whole round, but don't get too worried. If it's too much to remember, just focus on one area. Just focus on one point to start with and just do that. That's what I do in the moment when everything feels too much. So then we go to the wrist. This nervousness. Just here. Again, either hand is fine. You might find naturally you have favourites. Then we go to fingers, starting with the thumb, just tapping roughly on the finger wherever. This nervousness in my body, and we move through all the fingers. I feel this nervousness in my body, this orange nervousness. I feel this nervousness. And if you want to, on the last finger, you can add a maybe, something to open up to the next point, something that might have come to mind. This is more for when you're comfortable with doing all the points. This is another step you can add, but really focus on one step at a time. So feel this nervousness in my body. Maybe it's okay to feel this nervousness. That's quite a nice one. And lastly, we just check in with ourselves. Where are we at? Has the number moved down, the number of intensity? So before for me it was a 4, now it's a bit lower, maybe a 2. And has the colour shifted? Has the texture changed? Look at your original identifiers for your feeling and see what's changed and check in with yourself. Take some deep breaths and go around again if you want. If you feel there's something else has popped up, go and do that. If you feel all right, leave it as it is. It's very much up to you how you feel. This is for tapping to do on yourself, for in the moment, for stresses that you're dealing with. Now, I would always encourage going any deeper. Now, I would always encourage doing deep work with an EFT practitioner. They can hold space for you. If you're interested in one-on-one sessions, please let me know. I'm also up for doing some group work if a bunch of people are interested in that. Thank you. Bye.